what's up, y'all? It's Poppin' This G. About to react to another video about Clash of Sports. This is Shannon Sharpe Family References compilation. Whose family? Who family is he about to be talking about? I'm confused. I don't know, but this sounds a little dangerous. You know, you can't just be talking about people's families, but maybe it's not what I'm thinking. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. I have no idea, but we're about to see. Let's watch. Go subscribe to Clash of Sports, y'all. Family references.
How do I say this? My grandma used to have a saying, said, boy, I don't wish bad for no one, but I'm not wishing good either. Me and my brother would sit on there for hours and hours after school. What we want to do. How do we get Granny out of this environment? For me, Skip, I never wanted any of my kids to get to be 25, 30 years of age and said I did something because you wanted me to do it. Now go live your life. Because I'm living my best life. I ain't worried about none of them suckers. You know what it is? She'll THW. Mary Porter raised 3 the hard way. I'm not only am I going out there, I'm coming back with it head. You like lying me? Shows how you like it. I laid in my grandmother's bed for 20 years and looked up at the ceiling and I could see the sky. Laying in my house. Now, my brother bought me a 300Z. I was in college, a sophomore in college. My brother bought me a 300Z.
That'll work.
My senior year, he bought me a 300 Mercedes. Then 2 years into the league, he bought me a S550. My grandmother used to say, boy, sometimes when people get to where they going, they'll forget where they came from. I said, all I ever wanted to do was make my grandmother proud. To make her proud was to leave Glenville, Georgia. Now, for me, my grandma pulled me out pre-K. So once we got 5, I can't go past 5. I just let that top 5 and say, okay, I'm good. I can't see 6, 7, 8, 15. I don't know who are there. You can give a child whatever you want. Give him ice cream, cookies, and candy. But he goes to the store, and the first time he doesn't get something that he wants, what they do? They yelling and screaming and kicking on the floor. Grandma tell me, my brother, you show out, you get woe out. Wherever. I tell you 2 stories. My grandfather had an old pickup truck. Ain't never worked, wasn't gonna work. He wanted $250. The guy said, well, Barney, you ain't even driving the truck. He said, don't worry about that. It's been there for 2 years. It'll stay there another 2 years. Basically, the league and its owners were in cahoots. I used to use that term with my kids when we played Monopoly. I used to tell my son and daughter, I said, you know what? Y'all two in cahoots. They're like, Daddy, what cahoots mean? So, you know
working
what?
together.
I said, man, bro, it's good to me. So, I got my big payday. No, you didn't. I cut him a check, $300K.
Wow.
My grandmother would say, she really never called my brother and I. She was always call us boy. She'd say, son. She said, boy, if you give a man your word, you do what you say you're going to do. If a man gives you an honest salary, you give him an honest day's work. For all that y'all done for me.
That's pretty nice.
Man, I used to go to Daytona, Black College Beach week, have five bands in my pocket. My grandfather was in the military, and I know a little bit about the military, but there's a reason why they don't have higher ups dealing with subordinates, having a personal relationship, because it clouds your judgment on your show that you were on. I said, my grandmother told me there's 3 types of people that would generally tell you the truth. Kids, drunks, and angry people. You know, my grandfather used to tell my brother, I said, boy, saying is easy. Doing is the hard part.
It's hard, and it was a limit, right?
It would crank. But he knew that. It was a hunk of junk. My grandfather was like, hey, it's been there for 2, 3 years. It's been a hunk of junk then. It'll be a hunk of junk for another 2 or 3 years. And see, angry people will tell you the truth because they want to say to you, what is the one thing or what are the phrases or the words that I can use that can make you most upset? Skip Bayless, my grandfather told me, my grandfather died when I was 8. So he told me this, I had to be 6 or 7. He said, boy, the most humiliating thing you can do to someone is spit on them.
I just like to think about you.
I was driving an SL convertible Mercedes. Oh, he used to let me, he had a Porsche, a Strosic Porsche. And when I came back, when my brother and I came back, said, Granny, we ain't staying at Rock 4 Box 385, Glenville, Georgia anymore. We going to 204 J Street. He said, you spit on the ground. People pee and poop on the ground. If someone spits on you, they're telling you you're worse than the ground. They think that little of you.
Correct. You went to pre-K?
Yeah, pre-K.
Really?
Yeah. And my grandma pulled me out so I can count to 5.
Really?
I look at my homeboy, Russell Wilson. C-Mac, I told you C-Mac was going to be special, Skip Baylor. My grandfather used to say, boy, you're killing that with a sledgehammer. Then you don't go swatting it and try to get it out your face. You go ahead and make sure, bam! I was the baddest dude on the lot.
Really?
Yeah, I was the baddest dude on the lot.
And couldn't get a date.
Wow.
Couldn't get a date.
Wow. You know what I could? I was booed up.
I believe it.
Girl, I was booed up in
Probably
college.
didn't.
Now, I don't have a degree from Harvard. I don't have a degree from Carnegie Mellon. I graduated from Savannah State University, the Tigers. My grandmother used to have a saying, Skip. She said, son, teeth and tongue will fall out. Your teeth bite your tongue mad at your teeth, and they might part ways. She said, but son, family and friends should never fall out. Skip, you know I grew up on a farm. So I've my grandfather had hogs, we had chickens. I was in 4-H. I went to a county fair, a goat show, and a cow show. And I've never seen or heard bleep like this before in my life, Skip. Skip, I grew up in a time, and I know what
Bleep.
people told me. My grandmother told me, somebody put their hands on you, you put your hands back on them. But we're in a different age now. We're in a different time now. That's no longer acceptable.
Right.
My grandfather told me to say, and you're going to pause when you think about it. He said, son, be careful of the toes you step on today. They might be connected to the foot that lead to the butt you got to kiss tomorrow.
Hey, he was dropping some wisdom. I really love this video. Okay, I'm glad it was not what I thought. I thought he was about to be talking shit about people's family, like who was in sports, like his daddy did it. I don't know. I was automatically thinking the worst. But I'm glad he was just talking about his own family. Like, I didn't expect this at all. And he was dropping some wisdom. His family was giving him some wisdom. And it's crazy because looking back at when I was younger, when older people would try to say stuff to me or like try to educate me or drop some wisdom on me, I would just be like, oh, anyway, here these old people go talking. Oh, I ain't trying to hear this. But they was really like speaking facts. Like thinking about the shit they said was like 1000% true. But I didn't want to hear it back then. So now, like, I don't honestly come across too many older people like that. But I really wish that I would have listened and like paid more attention to what they were saying, because they really have wisdom. You know, they're older, so obviously they have a lot more experience than you do. So try to listen to the older people in your life. Like, listen to what they be talking about. If they're trying to give you some advice, like really take that into consideration, because they be spitting facts. They be spitting facts. They've been here. They've done everything under the sun. They made all these type of mistakes. So they can really help you. You can learn from their fuck-ups and their mistakes, you know? So I think it's really dope to, you know, get wisdom from, like, older people in your family. So it was really cool for him to share, like, things that they told him over the years. Like, this was really dope. I really like this video a lot. This is why I fuck with Shannon Sharpe, okay? He's my favorite. But let me know what y'all thought about the video, though. Let me know what other videos you want me to react to, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!